Trey from Birmingham is also holding on the line for us tonight. Trey, we'd love to help you. Please go right ahead with your question.
Hey, I was just wondering, like, I work for an LTL company, and they're not paying any overtime, so I normally work 20 to 30 hours over my 40-hour work week. But they said it's a clause in the law that allows for them not to pay us overtime. And I'm just wondering if you can expound on that. Because I guess dealing with some agricultural and they don't have to pay because of agriculture. So I just wondering if you can expound on that.
And I was going to ask, you said an AOTL company?
LTL, less than truckload company.
And you're right. So the law that we talked about earlier, the Fair Labor Standards Act, governs the payment of overtime. And there are exemptions for certain jobs that if you work within certain categories of jobs, you may be exempt from those overtime requirements. And there are some exceptions for agriculture. There are exceptions for law enforcement, and firefighters have a higher threshold. Managers typically are exempt. Administrators, executives, outside salespeople can be. Commission salespeople can be. The best thing you could do in this circumstance is, just because you necessarily work in agriculture, we really have to dig down and look at specifically what you're doing to see if you meet one of those exemptions. The burden is on the employer to show that that exemption applies to you, rather than the burden being on you to show that you're entitled to the overtime. The law presumes that you're entitled to overtime. So the best thing to do at this point would be for you to call a lawyer so that we can dig down into the exact facts of what you're doing every day to see if this exemption is being properly applied to you. And if it's not, then you have the option of either filing a complaint with the Department of Labor to pursue those unpaid wages, or filing a complaint in federal court to pursue those unpaid wages.
Awesome. Trey, thank you so much for calling in tonight.